Welcome to Fantasy House. I love making this show because every week we get to go on a guided tour through a different person's imaginary home. And boy, do they get creative and weird. Nathan Hurd, for example, he has a zero gravity room in his fantasy house. So you just go in the room, flip a switch, and bam, you're just floating around in zero gravity. How relaxing would that be after a long day of work? Jade Catapretta, she has a lazy river going through her fantasy house with sexualized dolphins. I can't even explain that on the intro, but just listen and you'll understand. Fifi Dosh, private bullet train with her very own private hot tub at the top of her very own private mountain in her backyard. Joel Jimenez, who hates cleaning up after himself after he cooks. So in his fantasy house, he has a kitchen where you just press one button and it just soaks itself and cleans itself from the ceiling to the floor. Genius, right? You guys know Chad Goes Deep. Well, John and Tom's fantasy house is actually a cloud that floats around and they can take it anywhere they want, kind of like an RV in the sky. And then in their kitchen, they actually had pigs walking around with cooked bacon growing out of their back that you could just snap off and start eating. And I know that sounds kind of gross, but if you just think about it, isn't it nice to be able to, eat bacon without having to kill anything? That's pretty cool, right? I know there's a few Rogan listeners going, if I can't kill it, then I don't want to eat it. Nat Baymel doesn't even have a bathroom in his fantasy house. Do you know why? Because whenever you sense the urge to go to the restroom, a wizard magically appears and zaps the poop right out of your body. You don't even have to stop what you're doing. I mean, these people, they're blowing my mind all the time, every episode, and I just love it. And I'm excited for you guys to hear this stuff too. This is the world's #1 NSFW real estate podcast. It's not safe for work because we got adults here. Now, we are very Mr. Rogers make-believe creative, but it's also raw and honest adults. We talk about sex. We talk about drugs. We talk about just real stuff. That's what this show's all about. Getting creative as an adult, relighting that flame. You remember how creative you felt when you were 4 or 5 years old? You need to feel like that as an adult. And that's just how I feel. That's how I feel. You need to feel like that. And I'm so excited for you to come along on this journey with us. Every episode is brought to you by me, Jon Shefsky. I am your local Southern California realtor. Not just a fantasy realtor. No, a really real realtor. And I would love to help you with anything real estate related, whether you're thinking about buying a house, selling a house, maybe you're interested in why I love multifamily apartment buildings, any of that. I would love to be of service. And if you're thinking, John, I don't care about real estate at all, that's great. But I know you know someone who does. And you got to let them know. You got to say, hey, before you go making any moves, you got to talk to my boy, Jon Shefsky. He's a really real realtor and he would love to be of service. And I really would. And even if you're not in SoCal, I can still help you because I have a referral network all over the country with some fantastic agents and it's growing all the time. So check in with me. Let me know because I got agents in Nashville, in Chattanooga, Austin, Texas, Boise, Idaho, Phoenix, Arizona. Like I got you covered. And like I said, that list is just growing. So just think of me when you're thinking of real estate. Be like, I'm going to hit Shefsky up before I do anything. Just send me an email, fantasyhousepodcast@gmail.com. I'd love to be of service or help in any way. My guest today is one of my dearest homies. He has a hilarious comedy album called Live from Rehab. My road dog, Zane Helberg, is here today. Now, in the words of the great Angelo Bowers, let us do this.
What up? It's good to be here.
Dude, it's good to have you here. I miss you, but this will have to do until they have a VR thing where I can feel you, wear a haptic suit, and just hug you.
Oh yeah, I need that.
Yeah. Haptichugs.com. We just hug each other through our haptic suits. It feels so good. What's going on? What would you like to do for a question? Would you like to do problems that you've solved or
sure? Let's go with a problem that I've solved.
I love it. What problem have you solved or been a part of solving?
Okay, world peace. Let's get into it.
Oh wow, you've gone big real quick, man. And how have you solved this problem?
Figured it out.
You figured it
out. Blowjobs. Okay.
First, go on.
Giving them and receiving them.
I would be so bummed if I had to start sucking dick for world peace because I'm like, damn it. I did say I'd be willing to do just about anything. Fuck. I really don't feel like this is me, but pull your pants down, fellers.
We got to get this place safe.
I don't know. A problem that I've solved.
Yeah.
I don't really know. Actually, maybe COVID boredom.
Boredom. Okay.
Yeah, I moved. I moved. I'm actually one step closer to living in my fantasy house.
Oh, I love that.
Now, I made a slight upgrade. I moved from West Hollywood to the west side of Los Angeles, and I mean the situation was the problem was that we're stuck inside with our only option for fun was to go outside and be a part of nature, right? And because the restaurants are closed, the bars are closed, the clubs are closed. There's no where to go have fun. So I found myself getting in the car and coming over to the west side, going to the beach, and to solve that problem, I just moved to the beach. And now I'm 15 minutes away from my surf spot. There's I can take a 5-minute walk and I'm out near the water, and it's cooler down here. I mean, it's like the people are cooler, but it's also the weather is chillier. Yeah. It's chillier down here.
Did you find were there any problems that popped up when so you go, okay, I have this problem. I live here and I want to live there. Here's how I can solve it. Did anything happen once you decided to take action? We're I didn't realize it's gonna have to solve this problem now and deal with this thing, and this popped up. Or was it pretty straightforward?
Well, I guess okay, so we were in a 2-bedroom apartment and we had to consolidate to a 1-bedroom apartment. That was a big problem. Okay. Because we had 2 beds, we had 2 sets of this, 2 sets of that. And the greatest and Adrian taught me this. This is a very, very ingenious thing, but Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp, these online little swap meet markets where you can sell your goods. Fantastic. We really pared down a 2-bedroom apartment to a 1-bedroom apartment beautifully. And we did it all through Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp. We just got rid of all of this, just sold everything. And then
why does that work differently if we had Craigslist? I still don't understand. We have Craigslist. So how did Facebook?
Well, Craigslist is shady people doing shady things. Anyone can put.
Is that the actual marketing?
Yeah.
Craigslist. Shady people doing shady things.
Shady things.
That'd be an awesome ad. Oh, man. You make me wish I had...
It's crazy. You put an ad up on Craigslist, and all of a sudden you start getting hit with spammers and scammers. It's
spammers
crazy.
And scammers.
Spammers and scammers over here at Craigslist. Shady people doing shady things.
Spammers, we got them. Scammers, we got them.
Do you need spammers? Do you need scammers?
We got them both here. They're both for sale. Any price you got.
Come ask for Craig over on Craigslist.
That's so depressing. So OfferUp is a little bit more legit. And
well, the cool thing about OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace is both of those are connected to Facebook. So if even on OfferUp, you can verify yourself on Facebook. So basically, if you know someone's Facebook profile is connected to it, it's much less likely that they're going to do something shady.
Okay.
Right. So that's a benefit of selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace. So the cool thing is you're able to get rid of all of the things that you want to get rid of, and then you can purchase things secondhand. And what I did originally was I had a bunch of really mismatched things in my 2-bedroom apartment, and I started getting rid of things that I didn't like, and I turned a profit. I sold the table for $160, and then I bought a new table for $85, and then
nice.
You know what I mean? And then I bought a bed frame for $50, and then I sold my ottoman for $60. It was just I kept doing these little deals where I would sell something and then purchase something, because you can always find, I had a bookcase that I sold for $20, and then I bought another one for $15, and it just kept working out like that. That I came up after it was all said and done, I was up $50, and I had redone my entire apartment. So when we moved into this 1-bedroom apartment here, we did the same thing. We sold a bunch of stuff off, and then actually made a couple key purchases of some new stuff from Overstock, and I mean, the key is like to have less stuff. We've been purging. Like a big problem is having too much stuff.
That'd be funny if they redid the movie The Purge and it was just about people getting rid of their crap. They're like, did you see The Purge 5? It's literally just a guy on yeah, starring Marie. It's literally just Marie Kondo and then this other guy that's on Offer Up a lot. It's kind of a boring movie, but it taught me a lot. It brought a lot of joy. Brought a lot of joy.
Real romantic comedy.
The Purge 5 is really nice, dude. They still use a lot of the same sound techniques, a lot of the same sound design. It's dramatic, but it's great. I even
Marie Kondo taking a shotgun to clothing.
Oh my God! Does this bring you joy? Maria, no, that's a stuffed animal from my childhood. It does bring me joy. Please put the Smokey the Bear doll down, please, Marie. So
we got problem. The problem was having too much stuff.
Yep.
The solution was just get rid of it. It's really, the Marie Kondo aside, that's kind of a half truth because I did get rid of a lot of my clothing. I even did it again 2 days ago. Right? Yeah, 2 days ago. I got rid of a ton
your new
of
problem
clothing.
is addiction to purging. You're like, I actually got rid of more stuff. I don't have any hand soap. I got rid of my bed.
Well, it's the thing, if you do too much Marie Kondo, then you end up with nothing. It's like you're supposed to keep only the things that bring you joy. It's like not a single thing that I own in my wardrobe brings me joy. I don't hold this black T-shirt and I think, oh wow, how much joy do I feel? So
you poor callous piece of shit. You're listening to the Dead Inside People Get Rid of All of Their Stuff and Can't Find Any Happiness. It's Jon Shefsky and Zane Helberg.
Signs of Suicide with Zane Helberg and Jon Shefsky.
All the stuff that's going on in the world, and you're like, I picked the target. It's Maria Kondo, and you're just like, she seemed like a really nice little lady, and you're like, she's wrong about a lot of stuff. That Marie Kondo. Well, I voted for her for Congress. I wrote her in. No, dude, I think. You're right. You don't get rid of so much stuff that you're living with nothing. But, dude, for most Americans, if you look at like the stats on like, for example, in real estate and investing, one of the big investing classes now is self-storage because Americans in the Western world have so much shit that they're paying rent to keep their dumb extra shit. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people are, actually have a boat that they use, but they don't have room on their property. But there's a ton of stuff. And I know even from my own family where it's like, we don't even need this. Like, why are we saving this? And
right.
Some slave built this in another country. We asked them to make this for us and then we're not using it. God, we're wasteful. So we got to get rid of shit, dude. So I'm glad you did that. But also, I'm glad you're being honest about your hatred for Maria Kondo and how you can't even love your own t-shirts.
Yeah, that's the message. I hate Marie Kondo. Of all the things going on in the world, Marie Kondo.
Someone who never watched is like, why? He doesn't like Marie Kondos? They got such good clam chowder, though.
Their pies, they're delicious.
Their pies aren't good. Their dressings are super creamy too. Okay, why don't you take us to your fantasy house?
Ooh, exciting!
Take us on a tour.
Well, the a la MTV Cribs, the tour starts with a drone shot into the front of the mansion, right? Well, when you come to my fantasy house, a drone carries you. A drone picks you up at the front gate and carries you through like an epic Disney jungle ride.
Yeah.
Oh, you ever been on the Disney jungle ride where you're on the boat?
Oh, yeah.
Well, the drone carries you through an epic jungle into the front door, which looks like the machine in Stargate.
Yeah. That's your front door, the Stargate
That's my front door, the Stargate machine. So you go from a jungle and then appears a Stargate machine and it throws you in. Very not gently at all, but it's a little frightening. It launches you through the Stargate, and
this is every time you come home.
This is every time you come home.
You have to get up and dust yourself off every time you come in your front door. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you tumble in, but you land on a bunch of real soft pillows.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, it's nice. So you're stricken with fear from being thrown through the Stargate. And then you're immediately relieved by landing on the pillows. So it's a real like adrenaline, dopamine hit.
Mm-hmm.
You get hit with that fear, and then you're saved, and so you're just you show up high every time you walk into the house.
Very
naturally.
cool. Very
I know,
natural.
right? Isn't it? Okay, so the exterior of the house, it's invisible. It's like got that mirror effect. So like what like in Predator when he goes invisible.
Totally. I was just gonna say like your house is a giant predator. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So all you see is Stargate, and then what seems like some sort of translucent, transparent, I don't know, shape, because you can't really see it. Because I don't want people like coming and like knocking on the windows or anything, or like looking in. But it's all like a two-way mirror, So like from the inside of the house,
you can see everything.
You just see everything.
Yeah.
It's completely open, so you just see the jungle from wherever you are, but you know that you can't be seen. So that's pretty dope.
I love that.
And what shape is it? The shape is it's morphing, continually morphing.
Very trippy.
Yeah, very trippy. Well, you can't really tell because all you see is the jungle, but you never run into a wall, and you never hit the ceiling, and you always feel like you're walking flat, even if you're going up the stairs.
I feel like a lot of people's grandmothers are going to be like, I need to sit down for a second. This house is a lot.
Ooh, and so the kitchen's a very important part. I love food. We love cooking. Yeah. When you throw a party, everyone congregates in the kitchen around the island, and our kitchen is equipped with the robot from Spaceballs.
You're talking about Joan Rivers. You're talking about Joan Rivers. Dot Matrix.
She definitely. What was her name?
Dot Matrix.
Dot Matrix. Yeah.
Barf.
Matrix.
Not in here, mister.
And Barf. Yeah, Barf's there. He's cooking.
Barf's in your fantasy house?
John Candy. We bring John Candy back from the dead. Make him be in the. He knows he knows he's been reanimated, and he knows he's John Candy. But we make him dress up in the Barf costume.
That's the
caveat of living again. Is that he's got to be in the Barf costume.
God, you really are torturing poor John Candy. Didn't he give you enough with his arts?
Well, right, but he's got to be dressed as Barf, but he's also got to be doing the Uncle Buck character.
God, this guy's like, can I just go back to being pancakes. Dead? Yeah, the Uncle Buck character. Dude, here's a nickel. Why don't you go pay a rat to chew that thing off your face? Oh my God, Uncle Buck's so good. Okay, go on, keep going. What are we eating in the island?
All right, so it's all about the island. The island is dope. Sometimes it looks like a deserted island. Sometimes it looks like a country. Sometimes it looks like a map. Sometimes it looks like a planet or like the surface of Mars. It's kind of like whatever you're feeling, whatever sort of vibe your party is, like the party you're throwing, because there's always a party going on. Whatever the vibe is, that's what the island looks like. And so if we're having like a Mars themed party, we have all sorts of like red Mars themed drinks. Dot Matrix.
That's really cool.
Bartending. Yeah, it is really cool.
Let's say we're doing that right now. So what's the drink that we're having? Like while you're showing us around your kitchen, like it's Mars themed. What are we drinking?
Well, it's like we could have like a ruby red grapefruit juice spritzer.
Oh, a Martian piss. I've had those before. Those are great cocktails.
Yeah, Martian piss.
I love a Martian piss. This is so good. Yeah.
Right. Or we could have, if we were doing like a deserted island, we could have some pina coladas.
Oh yeah, I love a pina colada too. I like the virgin pina coladas because the alcohol it does a little too much.
Right. I mean, I don't drink, so it's all virgin.
It's all virgin stuff
for me. But that's the thing is that you can have mocktails, you can have cocktails. We please everyone in this kitchen.
What are we eating?
We're eating only the Uncle Buck pancakes. That's it.
I love pancakes. Pancakes and Martian piss.
That's all he can cook.
Just getting drunk eating pancakes.
All we get. Pancakes every day.
Oh, I love it. Okay.
But they're fortified. They taste delicious, but they're fortified. So it's like in the same way that in the Matrix, when they eat that little goop, and it's packed with all the amino acids and everything the body needs. Well, those pancakes, same thing. You can eat them.
Such an interesting way to try to sell me on the pancakes. It's like that goop that they eat in the Matrix. I'm like, oh, yeah.
But it tastes like pancakes. Okay, so you get to have pancakes breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but you don't get fat.
Oh, God. Extra butter. Oh,
isn't that dope?
Oh, yeah. I love pancakes.
And there's no dishwasher. After you eat, you take your plates and you throw them against the wall and they shatter. and then they fall into a disintegrator.
That's hilarious. I love that.
So you don't have to clean anything. You get to eat, and then you just get to fucking toss your plate away.
Dude, I would love like a target zone, a target range for plate, like at the Renaissance Fair, like throwing my plates at a wall and having them shatter and not be littering because it's getting like disintegrated into something is so exciting.
It's fun, right?
Oh yeah, dude. But I'll have more pancakes to celebrate.
Delicious.
I love it.
Delish. Ooh. So that's the kitchen. It's fun. There's always a party going on in there. And even when you're not throwing a party, Elon Musk and a couple models are always just there.
That's very Martian theme of you. Very cool.
Right.
Do you think Elon Musk would be fun to have in your kitchen all the time, though? He seems like he'd be really critical and he'd do some stuff. They're like, come on, Elon. You know,
I have a feeling like he'd be in the fridge and he'd be tasting like really average things. You know, he'd be tasting really, really mundane things and being shocked by them.
I wish I could do a good Elon impression.
And be like, oh, these pickles, these pickles. I've never had this before.
The way
like
he rolls his tongue in there too. These pickles, I can't even do it. Yeah, they're sour. I can't do it.
That's your Elon Musk impression.
I know
they're sour. Oh, you're
yeah. See these pickles. Yeah, see these pickles are sour.
These pickles are pretty sour.
He does a thing. I can't do an impression of him, but I'm saying he does this thing where he rolls his tongue up on the roof of his mouth and he goes like he does that. You can see it when he's talking. You can hear it. You can feel it in the waves that he produces of sound.
Right.
Okay,
He'd be there though.
Take us to your bathroom. Tell me.
The bathroom?
Yeah, where we?
The bathroom is actually a miniature waterfall. So you walk, it's jungle theme, obviously. So you just walk towards the closest waterfall.
Yep.
And you walk through it. You don't get wet. Just parts for you, and you go behind the waterfall, and the white noise of the water running helps you pee. It also masks any sort of number twos that you're doing. You know, there can be someone on the other side of that waterfall. They will not hear you do a number two.
That's such a nice sound,
right?
The relieving.
No one wants to hear you going taking a do.
No, the sound of a waterfall sounds beautiful. So it's like, I'm swapping this out for you guys. I'm helping.
And you don't have to flush because the waterfall just takes it.
That's very weird. Where does it take it?
Where does it take it? It takes it to the same place that the dishes go.
Dear God.
So yeah, it's just nice. It's nice in there.
Does your machines ever break where you're like, hey, they just served me a shit log with pancakes on top. I think the machine's broken.
That's the secret. Is that you're just eating poo and dishes.
Oh God, you really are into that Matrix like goop eating fucking Soylent Green shit. All right.
No, so you get a little jungle waterfall theme, full bidet action.
Yeah.
The waterfall shoots back up to give you a full bidet action, and then some more models come out and they air blow you dry.
Is Adrian cool with you having a bunch of models in your fantasy house? Like,
well, yeah, she gets male models to blow her dry as well.
Oh, so it's the perfect solution for couples. Like, no, don't worry. You can also ogle over something sexier than me on either side.
Right.
That's good.
Well,
that's
to
equality.
be fair, nothing is sexier than my girlfriend. I just want to put that on the record.
She's going to listen to this episode and be like, that's a good answer.
That's a good answer.
Good boy, Zane.
Yes. So the bathroom is pretty simple. You definitely do have to squat Chinese style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to do full squat.
That's actually good for you, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's great. It's great for the back. Great for the low back. You know, you get a little stretch in, and so then when you exit through the waterfall, you know, there's no real cleanup going on. It's all taken care of for you, and it also doubles as the shower. Right? So if you're in there and you do want to shower, you get warm waterfall action. Everyone wants to, you know,
especially for those of us that want to shit while they shower. Finally, Zane's house, you can do that.
You can do it.
For a guy that doesn't drink anymore, I find it funny that so far in your fantasy house, you've been like, we're going to have Martian piss cocktails, eat a bunch of pancakes, break the dishes, and then you can take a dump in the shower. I'm like, are you sure you're not drinking still? Because this sounds like the perfect drunkard house.
Uh-huh. We're partying. Ooh, and then the master bedroom.
Master bedroom. Show us.
I feel like this entire podcast was created just so you could do that.
Just so I could do my James Hetfield Master of Puppets. Master bedroom. It possibly was. Maybe wasn't everything just created for us to have a laugh?
That's right.
Not to get super spiritual, but really.
So in the master bedroom, there is it's all centered around the bed. Obviously, the bed is secured and fastened to the floor. It does not squeak, no matter how much noise you make on it, no matter whether you're banging on it, no matter whether you're jumping on it, no matter whether you're wrestling on it, playing games. It's a super king size bed, right? Which super is one and a half times the size of a regular king.
Is this a real thing or is it invented right now?
No, this is invented. I just made it up. It's my fantasy.
I was just curious. I'm out of touch in both realities, the fantasy one and the real one.
And so the pillows are perfectly soft.
Oh yeah.
The duvet changes in thickness depending on the weather. So if it's hot, it's thin. If it's cold, it's thick. And the most important part of the bed, it's constantly filled with 8-week-old puppies.
Oh, dude. Just a picture of you banging on this bed and there's 8-week-old puppies all around. Like, watch your knees, guys. Gotta be careful. There's a puppy over there.
No, the puppies disappear during any sexual intercourse. The puppies disappear.
Okay. So
but as soon as you're done, they immediately come back.
You come back.
Yeah. Always puppies. Yeah, they're just always like flopping around, making you cozy.
Oh, I love it.
That's pretty dope. And the master bedroom is obvious. It's like it's floating. So when you look out, you're looking over the jungle. It feels very safe. You get to look down on it. You obviously hear the running water from the waterfalls. You hear John Candy and Dot Matrix arguing in the kitchen, which is kind of fun. You know what are they?
That's too many about? Pancakes, mister.
And there's that's really, I mean, what else does a bedroom need if you have you've got wonderful bathroom waterfalls all around the house. Really, the most important part of the master bedroom is the bed. So the bed has puppies in it. It's extra large. It's soft. It is hydrating.
That tech blanket is badass.
The blanket's badass. There's also an IV drip, like if you need to get hydrated. You know those hydrating IV drips with the saline solution and nutrients. You at any moment you can just plug yourself in, give you a nice little injection, and
I don't think I like that.
Lay back. If you got a blood boy, you can connect your blood boy to it, so you can get the blood transfusion.
It's called a blood boy.
You know those billionaires that get the blood transfusions from the younger, more virile man to keep them alive longer. Yeah, well, that in my fantasy house that actually works.
Okay, I was gonna say, does that even work? Well, that's beautiful. Are there any other rooms? Do you have another room that you want to show us or anything like that?
Oh yeah, well, there's the special. There's got to be like a special virtual matrixy game room.
Okay.
Right? Because you're in the jungle, so like there's got to be a room that you can go into that you jack your mind into, so that you can go fully into like a city, or you can travel to Paris. You can have dinner. It's like in the times of COVID, we can't really go out anywhere, but what we can do is create our fantasy life inside. So in this fantasy room, it's got whatever your heart desires in the moment. You think that. It, and it becomes real.
I might need that hydrating IV that you're talking about, because I'm going to be making a lot of love in this room, dog.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hook me up to that Gatorade thing into my veins, because I'm dehydrated. I'm dried out. I'm full of pancakes.
You are full of pancakes.
I love it.
Yeah, dude, because it's all about having a fun and a good time. So like, if you like to surf, you go into the special room and you're at the ocean. If you like to rock climb, you go to the special room and you're on a cliff. You can do a big 150-foot rappel.
Is that what we do right now? It's so like, because this is basically your own Star Trek holodeck. Is that what we do? We get in there and do some rock climbing?
Yeah, that's what we do. We'd go to the holodeck.
Okay.
That's really where we would, if you came over to my place, you'd be like, yo, can we go do the holodeck now?
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, man. What are we waiting for? We've eaten our pancakes. We've taken our shits in the waterfall. Let's go holodeck.
And you could be like, yeah, I mean, I feel like that'd be fun. And, everybody's got their own holodecks because it's just a normal thing in the future. But what's unique about it is like, what holodeck thing are you using? Like, what are we going to do? And when you say we're going to go rock climbing, I'm like, that sounds like fun. I'm into it.
We'll go rock climbing. We could go. What we'd actually probably do, which would be pretty sick, is like wingsuiting.
Oh yeah, dude.
You'd be at the top of a cliff and then you skydive off in a wingsuit. Yeah. Oh,
I actually did a VR right before the coronavirus happened. March 7th, I think it was. Maybe it was 10th. We went to what's the name of the place in downtown LA? It's a great arcade. It's got a bunch of VR stuff at it.
Really?
I'll remember it at some point. I hope it's still going to be around after the virus is figured out. But you could go. You buy tickets. They have a bunch of VR masks and all these different arcade games. And I did this pterodactyl thing, and I was a pterodactyl flying around. It was very much made me think of your wingsuit thing, but I'm imagining. Did
it feel like you were flying?
It was cool. I mean, it's
so no.
Huh?
So no, it did not feel like you were flying. That'd be like, hey, how's your new girlfriend? You're like, she's cool.
But,
like, so you hate her?
No, I don't hate her. I'm still not sure. No, it was cool. But imagining taking it up a notch to the technology that we're talking about inside your fantasy house, and I'm just like, that'd be rad. I was letting you know that I would be game to do the wingsuit thing because when it came to me even doing it it's called 2-Bit Circus. That's the name of the place. 2-Bit Circus.
Oh, okay. 2-Bit Circus.
When I did it at 2-Bit Circus,
hell yeah.
It's a cool concept. So
we'd probably just be able to fly if we went to the holodeck. We'd probably just have like Superman capabilities and just like fly.
Yeah. So, okay, we'll do that too.
All right.
Okay. Any other things, anything else in your fantasy house we got to see before we depart?
No, man.
Dude.
Except no matter what my body looks like outside of the house, inside the house, abs.
Oh, abs.
Look into it. No matter how I actually look, I look into any mirror. I got abs.
Dude, it sounds like you're an insane person. And I love that about you. You've got a mirror with abs in it. Yes, sir. Your abs look great. Mayor, who's the fiercest abs of them all? Oh, yours, sir. And the outside world's like, who's that schlubby loser that's too lazy to get the abs by working hard?
Spending too much time with my pancakes and holodeck.
I'm talking about that. Yeah, I can't turn down like unlimited amazing pancakes, especially if I'm going to be hanging out with Barf and Dot Matrix. Where do you want people to find you? You want them to listen to your podcast?
Yes. Well, what I want people to do is follow me on Instagram. And then, of course, if you're really feeling like you want to get to know me, you can listen to my album live. It's called Zane Helberg, Live from Rehab on iTunes and Spotify. It's free. And I recorded it a few years ago, and I'm really proud of it.
Guys, check out Zane's album, Live from Rehab. Spell your name out so people can look it up.
ZaneHelberg. Zane Helberg. And you can find, I think I'm the only one. So if you Google Zane Helberg, you can find everything about me.
Awesome. God bless your parents for picking a weird freak name. It makes it easier for you to do business. I love it.
That's right.
Oh, dude, Zane's my road dog, and we have to bust each other's balls a little bit, Thank you guys. I feel like #blessed guest getting to go to your fantasy house. Guys, if this is your first time listening, hit the subscribe button, give us a review, whatever review. It's the review economy, as people have been saying. It does wonders for us when we get reviews and ratings, and it builds confidence with people that are just checking us out like, oh, look at other people like this and said it was good. So do me a favor, take a few seconds, hit pause right now, go give us a review. If you're a longtime listener, go ahead, hit the share button. Thank you to everybody in the Fantasy House community. You guys make this whole thing so much fun, so awesome. And anybody that's new that's coming to the Fantasy House community, thanks for joining us. Hit us up on Instagram, Fantasy House Podcast. And stay safe out there. Guys, be silly and have fun. Mwah!